Warning. The bullshit you're about to hear is going to be explicit. If you have fucked up, horrible feelings about life, skip us. But if you're okay with laughing at yourself and being cool, then cool. Continue watching this fucking video, bitch, and we'll see you at the end when you watch the next one right after or even before. I don't give a fuck. But your mama, she hot. Give her my number so I can give it to Bear. Love you.
Welcome to the Are You Fucking Serious podcast, where we don't know how to do anything fucking seriously.
Hey, it's your fault, Deep too.
God damn. God damn. I think that was like the first time I've had to take a do a second take.
In this environment? You know, the road is walking to it, too.
I'm Concept, your host, and I'm here with Mookies.
Hey, don't lie to people. You know your name is Deep too.
Deep too. And Bear, who's way nicer.
Stop lying. By a very short margin, bro.
Damn, okay. Can't even give yourself credit.
I won't even. No, we're for 12 fans.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Thank you.
How y'all been?
Fuck you.
Pretty good. It's all right.
Bear just celebrated his birthday, people. So
I'm closer to 30 than ever.
Motherfuckers, I got a few more months. God.
You know, I'm not scared of 30 in the sense of like, because I don't give a shit about being 30. I'm just scared about the perception of being 30.
Wait till you find the first gray on your balls.
It don't matter, dude. First of all, you realize I'm just hitting puberty, right?
Right. It's much
I'm just hitting puberty. Why the fuck would you say that?
Hitting puberty for like 13 years. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, though, like, it's real. I'm not gonna lie.
His voice has been that same tone for like all his life.
Yeah, all my life I had to fight.
Nigga don't need to pay to be a eunuch. He already is.
Hey, I be hitting high notes. Don't even.
Hey, with the falsetto shit.
Baby.
Shit.
I hate that song so much.
Man.
Because my roommate used to play that shit. I'm like, bro.
It's like, can you stop? I ain't gonna I was one of those people too.
Oh, nigga, he was over here listening to Sade and shit. Like, having a personal concert. Don't even.
That's my shit.
Hey, it's like 182 right after.
No.
Nah, this nigga listens to the West Coast new theme song.
I could do that. I can't do Blink 182, man.
I sitting there listening to it like,
yeah.
Oh, they're so excited, bro. It's like, it's so stupid.
I can't even give you a Blink 182 song. I'm sorry.
Seriously. Like,
I was gonna say, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. I was like, wait.
Dang, that's kind of Blink 182.
Same idea.
That's a fun song.
Like My Chemical Romance and what's another one there?
Breaking Benjamin?
There you go. I was gonna say Death Cab Like Cutie.
Death Cab Like Cutie is good too.
Yeah. I hang enough around enough white people to know these titles before.
Linkin Park.
I mean, Linkin Park counts. I mean, Avenged Sevenfold. I like them. They were cool.
Nigga, you look like you love like Nickelback.
You know, here's the thing. Let me just say this real quick, because I don't really fucking know what the hate is for. I've never listened to them. I've never heard a single song from Nickelback. But there's so much just random fucking hate, and they profit off of that shit too. Mind you, y'all think Cardi B is the first to profit off of hate? Nah, these niggas, they make whole fucking banks based off of this shit. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was so favorite brand. Had to shed a tear. I was like, I can't even say the name anymore. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, I never understood that shit. Like, I'm not gonna say I like the band because I don't know. But I'm not gonna say I hate them either because I don't fucking know.
You're probably a fan of the 69 Boys.
Hey.
I can't see the total. I love you.
Just a road.
Oh shit. Hey man, like high school, at least like for us was a fucking unique time. Like when I first started high school, like Party Like a Rockstar was out, so niggas and rockers were like, oh,
That was freshman year, yeah.
it was unity.
Oh,
Shit. Like there was unity.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Halle Berry.
Hey, Halle Berry.
And then when we came up there, that's when, cause like Soulja Boy already had like, he had Booty Meat, he had Booty Got Swag, but that shit was all on like MySpace and YouTube days.
Yeah.
It wasn't until he got to it wasn't until he got to Crank That Soulja Boy that nigga got a hit that everybody could listen to. So that shit was freshman year too. Hood nigga, remember that song?
Hey, they were crank. By the way, they were cranked at everything's. There was cranked that Ryu, cranked that Cusco, nigga. There was cranked that
Spider-Man.
Hey, that was
Cranked that Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was my shit.
Fire. Batman was fire.
You know, Superman no more. We just Spider-Man and that hook.
Sure, no Spider-Man.
That was my shit, bro.
Yeah.
Don't forget your Vixens, your Pink Dollars.
Yeah.
That, like this time, like that period, that 2005 to 2010 era of music was so fucking like prolific. People don't understand. And it's not just because I was in high school. What I mean is like niggas was just making music for fun and in their basements. Like, and the quality of the sound did not fucking matter.
It was just
Like, because I've listened to a Vixens, like, because after we talked about it, I was like, I didn't listen to this song forever. That quality, so fucking low.
Yeah.
The same with Your Jerk.
yeah.
It's the same with all that shit. All that Drake music.
Hey, you remember J-Heart production?
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Like, but seriously, like, if you actually go back and listen to that shit, we was listening to some shitty fucking tracks.
Right.
Like, and I'm not saying words and shit because the beats went hard, but they were so low quality.
Yep. That was when it was like production budget was 0. You were like, all right, take this pot in this pan and whack this shit.
Production budget.
Record it.
Yeah,
Production budget
Your
was-
mama's mattress to like blocked out the sound
Yep.
from the door and
Right.
the window.
Production quality was sock on a Rock Band microphone. Like,
They made that shit.
like actually, like,
Niggas used to pop it for fucking Pete.
hey,
Fuck it.
shit was good. Don't even. Shit was.
Hey, and the dope part too is that like the LA sound was also affected and like Oakland and shit like that. 'Cause then you get tracks from them, like niggas from up there. It was like the same thing, like fucking what was that?
Man,
Ice Group used to be a part of, and like
Oh,
a few other
man.
people, like NHT, I want to say, the track Introduction. They were from the Northern California too, and it was just all like they literally heavily got influenced by LA. Like it's crazy.
Well, because the hyphy movement was a fucking thing.
Hyphy music was a shit.
You got
That's
super duper hyphy in your white.
Oh,
so,
man.
like,
Keep sleep. Keep the sleep.
Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah, keep the was fire.
Yeah.
Hey, shit was hit. Shit hit, and that's what I'm saying. Is that time period of music, you can't fucking beat it. Like,
I still remember that's my word.
you can beat it because, but I'm talking about the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Like the fact that people were just like, again, the internet was still popping. Like it was just getting started, and people were like Fruity Loops. People were still figuring that shit out. People were just doing random shit in their rooms, and then putting it out there, and then they got famous. Like
That's my word.
this is before you have this YouTube, TikTok blueprint. Like,
Let's just
I'll be honest, Soulja Boy did make that blueprint. He did.
sure. Well, I was gonna say though, we really gotta be thankful for that sound and kind of that like boost of like craziness. This is definitely my ghetto report card, the E40.
Yep.
Oh man,
Shit. And
that's the
to
album.
where like it went to the next level, and then that's when shit started like really taking off. Because once that nigga released that shit, everybody was like, "Oh fuck, we trying to party, we ain't trying to do all this dumb shit." So everyone's like, "Hey, crank that or two-step and everything."
Yeah. And this nigga E40 was just like ruled the fucking
He still
world.
do.
He still do.
He still do.
But the thing is like what I'm saying is like his reach isn't as far as you like. Isn't like, for example, niggas in Minnesota ain't listen to that shit. They should be. They should be, because that shit hit. On
I get
Oil
it.
still fucking
It's
hits.
classic.
On Oil hit.
Function.
Function.
No,
E40 just gets it. Like he just gets.
too short to further facts. Like muscle car. Just put muscle car in. Yeah, muscle car is shit.
That's what they should have had in the Super Bowl.
Man, I
Go hard to go.
but they were like probably like LA like restricted. I mean,
Mary J. Blige from LA.
that's the word. That's what I'm saying. I'm like they could have
50 ain't either.
Yeah, most of them weren't. Like it was.
Most
That
of
was
them just so happened to be signed to Dr. Dre's album or record label.
Aftermath.
Yeah, that's what
Oh well, Snoop obviously he might have been at one point, but yeah, not anymore.
Well, I don't know. Snoop can be from out here, but not everybody else. Kind of like so and so. Dr. Dre, yeah, but everybody else were like, they could have had E40. It would have been fine.
Too short. Shit, Up All Night, baby. Album number 16.
I would have just loved Sugar Free. Like, just give me some sugar.
Man, Sugar
at the
Free
Super
can't be
Bowl.
there.
He can't be
Sugar
there.
Free
But I
can't
would
be there.
have. I would have loved.
Shit,
You know, like that to be like a good introduction for him.
Oh,
to
imagine that would have been good. Yes.
That would have been the best fucking intro for him. Growing up with the internet the way we did, it was a whole fucking wasteland of just shit. Like you could, it was the Wild West. You could do fucking anything. Like honestly.
He was pioneering.
Yeah, man. Like Pirate Bay was still a thing. Like, and it still is, by the way. I watched a video on that shit, and basically nobody can destroy it because it exists everywhere. Like it just exists on everybody's computers individually. So unless you just cut off the internet, it just will always exist, which is fucking crazy to me to think about.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I would say though there was a lot of things that were done during that time period that people regret. Which one of them is sound quality of music, not actually sound engineering your songs.
Hey, let's talk about it forever. Ooh.
Which, you know, coincidentally is a topic for today. So my first question, and I'll start with you, Bear, is like, what are your thoughts on just regret? Like, how do you feel about regret? What does it make you feel?
Regret is it's a shitty feeling to me. It's like I feel like it's like a stamp of cowardice. Because majority of things I regret are things that because I didn't want to go through with it. Everything else, like all the stupid stuff I do or the things you guys always talk about, I'm like, I don't regret that. It just happened, you know? I mean, maybe some of the time will be like, okay, maybe not do it that way. But if I had more insight, I would do it like that. But I mean, other ones that I actually regret, I'm actually mad at myself for because either I wasn't, what's the word? I wasn't mature enough to go through with it. And then I kind of let my fear kind of take over on me. And that pisses me off now because I was like, it wouldn't have mattered.
So for you, this shit is like super negative.
It is super negative.
So when you regret. Like
I regret. Which is why that's why I got so wildish in my college days, because I didn't want to regret anything. After one last incident, I was like, this is stupid. So I was like,
you were not wild in college.
I know I'm not wild in college. I'm not really like a wild person, but I just didn't care anymore afterwards. I just did what I thought was fun or what I wanted to do. Because
This was bald and happy.
Yep.
Can tell with the damn ski mask on.
The ski mask is part of it. I'm not fucking.
Now you don't regret the damn ski mask.
I don't. Because guess what? That motherfucker kept me warm.
That's true. That's true.
Even if I did look fucking sketchy as shit, I don't care. Because everybody was like, damn, that's kind of a good idea. Some people did say that. So they were like, that's kind of a bad idea.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying it's a bad idea for you.
It is sketchy thing, but for me, but
You to do that
I
in white ass Minnesota, like
right,
nowhere.
Right. Hey, I'll tell you what, I did go by that police station. I did wave at the niggas in there straight up in the ass. I don't give a shit.
As you're walking by with a TV.
I was walking by. They were looking at parties and shit. They're like, who is this? Oh.
It don't matter. You know what though? The bright side is, like, for me, I knew the police chief because he was a Johnny, a former Johnny, and he was a psychology major, and he would, he talked on a few classes and how it's helped him in his work and shit. So, like, if I ever got caught, I'd be like, bro, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Granted, like, I wasn't wild as shit either, but Mookies, how do you feel about regret? What are your feelings on it?
Oh, I have no regrets about anything. That's the fucking time. Because you'll never grow. If you sit there and like spend your life thinking, oh, I should have did this, should have, could have, would have, right? You could think about it, But if you gonna sit there and let that shit like fester, you ain't gonna never move forward. So what the fuck am I gonna say here? Yeah, I really should have did this. But it's like, hell no, nigga, I love the person I am today. Too damn much at some point. But who gives a shit? Because you know what? I'm fucking awesome. There. I don't care if you're approving me or not.
I don't
You
approve.
in the horse you came in on.
Not my horse.
Not my horse, bro.
Not my horse.
Not my horse. Nay, nay, not the horse. Nay, not the horse.
You in the horse you came in on. So,
I mean-
what the fuck am I doing all shit for? Like, I didn't do shit.
You shooting in my stables?
Damn. When I say fuck you and the horse you came on, I'm talking about your high horse. That shit that it makes people feel like, you know, I have the authority to tell people how to live their life. Like, fuck you and your horse.
I do have the authority.
Nigga, you ain't nobody.
No, but for real, like I guess, you know, it's not that I don't have like regrets, because there are like little things I think about and like, oh damn, that would have been cool. You know, for me, it's not like I don't dwell on it. You know, sometimes I'll think about it. I was like, yeah, like I should have done that at this time. Like the one regret I do have, because I'm gonna ask you guys about it, so I'll do mine first. Actually, I do regret shaving that shit off. That was the worst 6 months of my life.
It never came back.
Well, it actually did come back, and it came back thicker on the sides, but not in the center. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to reverse Hitler it. But that's one thing I do regret. But another thing I regret was years ago when Brock Lesnar made his comeback. I was in Vegas, and it was his first match back in doing MMA and everything. And I was like, oh man, that's my boy, you know. But I didn't know how to gamble. Let's be honest. I'm not a huge gambler in the first place. But I was gonna bet money on him, like winning, you know, and I didn't. And this nigga won in the first round. Like, and the odds were so stacked against him that I just like $100 bet would have made you like $250,000.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So going along those lines, I was 20, and it's actually not on me because I told my mom I couldn't actually gamble. We took a family trip to Vegas, and I was like, Mom, it was right around the time they were doing the college football championship game. So like, Mom, go and put like $100 on this team to win by a touchdown or less, right? All Mom had to do. Her ass, because we were in Vegas the day of the game. Her ass didn't do it, and the team that I said was gonna win won by 3.
Dang.
I was like, Mom,
What happened?
I might could have given us a shit ton of money. I'm like, oh, nothing.
So, okay,
I get
this is gonna be real stupid of me. I'm gonna ask some real stupid. How many
Alright.
points you get for a touchdown? I actually don't know.
Nah, well, yeah, 7 or 6 technically. Then after the field goal, it's 1, so 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
That's always confused me because there was this one game where somebody made a touchdown, but they only got 5 points, and I was confused. I was baffled. It was an Eagles game. I remember this because, it was an Eagles and Cowboys game because I was talking with my godfather about it, and the Eagles only got 5 points, and I was like, but why?
I mean, how did you kick a field goal and then a safety?
It was weird. No, I asked,
Yeah.
and nobody had an explanation for me.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't fucking know.
But yeah,
I would have won some like serious money on that fucking, because it was an upset victory too.
like I just, like I said, like for me, it's just fun shit, like little funny shit like that. You know, that would have been cool to do. That would have been like fun to do.
Yeah.
Like, Bear, are you regretful that you didn't keep investing in Death Row?
No, maybe not. I mean, not really. I do know one regret though, but it's not mine. It's my dad's that he had a chance to invest in like Wingstop before it became popular, and he wasn't able to do it. I know he was pissed off afterwards, like damn. But I mean, I never really. All my regrets are like personal. They're just like, but they're like moments of growth for me, I guess. But I still regret that. I'm like, damn it, I could have done it better. But
Like what?
it is what it is. Oh, like my one regret, I guess, was in it's Kairos, right? It's called. Yeah, Kairos. I wanted to go like to like the that picture that they had at the waterfall, but I was too scared to go because I didn't want to deal with wildlife out in that area. But I was mad as fuck because what happened is that even if they did run into like something, I'm like, you could just walk away from it. And like it's like a big ass something in the fucking woods or some shit over there. I'm like, I was just dumb at the time. And I'm like, man, I regret that shit because the picture looked nice. I still remember that picture. And I always regret that because I was like, I could have been there. Stupid. Should have went.
So it's like cameras are so emotional. Ain't nobody really thinking about like pushing you into places. Like that's
I know, but
trivial. Like,
I'm saying myself because I was like, I could have been there. I mean, it was, I don't know. It's kind of like, I'm like, that one just kind of, that's where I started like not wanting to regret anything afterwards because I'm like, that hit me. I really hated it. Even if it's just like that little petty thing, I'm like, I was still pissed off not in that picture. So I'm like, man.
Yeah, no, that's like for those of you who don't know, so Kairos for us was a retreat in high school that every senior does, and it's a couple days or a few days of like just talking, doing like activities, and it's like a kind of a last hurrah kind of thing. It's not like grad night or anything like that. It's extra
time to reflect.
It's extra time to reflect and on your 4 years and what your future's going to be. And then there's a lot of like emotional shit because they ask all these, you know, thought-provoking questions. It's great, don't get me wrong. And hey, we should do one. Like just like a podcast retreat.
Word.
Not Kairos. No, I just mean like a different one. I ain't that emotional.
No. I ain't doing that. Fuck.
Why? Don't you love me?
From a distance.
That's still love.
You call me like you said you would. It's really a real
I love you as about as much as I love a rock in my shoe.
Oh, so you love me a lot. You notice me.
Get ready and ass after a day.
right.
Less than a day you out my shoe.
Yeah, but that means you paid attention to me.
No, it means you've been in the pain of my foot. Shit.
I got my point across.
You know what, Ricky? Zigzag.
Ricky! Oh, God.
Serpentine. Nah.
You know, like for me, I regret like little things, like we were talking about before, but like for me, like I regret feelings. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like
I don't know.
let me explain. So like in high school, for example, like there was my cousin, y'all know him, his name's Rob, super big dark dude. We were raised like brothers.
Oh yeah, one center guy.
Yeah. He had his friend, he had friends and stuff like that, and they would always like hang out and do things, whatever. And sometimes they would invite me, which was great. I appreciated it because, you know, I wasn't getting invited to other places. And we would go out and do shit. Like we would go to the movies, like South Bay Galleria, and just chill, like go to stores. And then we would go see a movie. And I remember like little things like feeling super scared for no fucking reason for sneaking into a rated R movie. Like, yeah, we bought tickets for Redline. It was with Eddie Griffith and like I don't know who else, because that's the only person I remember in the damn movie. Never saw the movie. I just remember the trailer. And we bought the tickets because we wanted to see Disturbia. Disturbia at the time, it's rated PG-13 now, but when it was in theaters, it was rated R.
That movie was sauce.
Right? That was my shit. But we wanted to see it, and it was rated R, and I was. It was my it was like I was nervous as shit, and she's like, you know, have fun. The ladies like we're going up the escalator. She's like, have fun, see Redline, and we're like, too bad we're not gonna go see Redline. I was like, shut up, she might hear you. Like, the fuck was I scared for? Like, it was so dumb. And I was like, what they gonna do? Kick me out the theater forever? Like, and I think I was like 16. I was like, what's your off? It was stupid. Like, it was so dumb. So I regret like little things like that, like things that like hinder me from enjoying the moment, you know?
Yeah, well, like I kind of get you on that one though, because I remember I was like, it was the year that Hitman came out, so I had to be like 14 at that time, and I was with my family, so I didn't want to sit like directly next to my family or whatever. And so I just sat like in the same aisle further away so that way I could have like leg room because they were sitting in like the middle of the aisle. And so I remember the movie like starts rated R2. So the movie just starts and this guy from the theater comes over and he's like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "Bro, my family's down there. Don't try me. Like, I ain't get kicked out of this theater." Like, don't try it. Nope, I'm good. So yeah, and then my mom came up and like sat next to me. She's like, "Yeah, Cardi." He was like, "Try to." I was like, "Yeah, nah, dude, ain't happening. Shit. Fuck, I look like."
Yeah, I just, but that's what I mean is like, just, I regret things that like hinder me from enjoying shit, you know? Like, to the fullest that I, possibly can. Like, I mean, with college, I learned, like, for me, college was like not a learning experience academically. I learned a lot of shit academically, but it wasn't shit that I repeated a shit ton of stuff because with psych, like, things, if I have to draw another motherfucking neuron,
Learn about how your eyeballs work again.
oh good god, or if I have to memorize which section of the brain does what again, I swear to god. But what I mean is like I learned in college like a lot of life shit, like shit that in some ways I should have learned before. I mean, because like I said, there were things that hindered me from like just experiencing certain things, so like I had to learn it like way after everybody else did. Like for example, another thing I do regret is not being able to keep up with friends like I wanted to. Like y'all coons, like you've known each other forever, but had y'all not reached out to me and like kept in touch with me, I'll be honest, I don't think we'd still be hanging out. Because
you did.
I was always too scared to like just to bring up conversations or just start something because I was like, what if they think I'm fucking weird? What if they don't actually like me? I mean, I am. That was the other thing is like embracing my weirdness because like the thing that I realized, especially in high school, all them niggas was weird. Like, especially like even before then, like even like when I was being called gay and shit, like back in, primary school, junior high, whatever, like nigga, all y'all was motherfucking weird. Like y'all talk about me because y'all say I was weird because I was gay. Nigga, y'all was weird because y'all was like sleeping over at each other's houses butt naked and shit. Like what the fuck? Y'all ain't
That's
lady. Right? And I was the one who had girlfriends. Like that's the thing, is I had girlfriends and I was the gay one. Like what?
They were not girlfriends at that age. They were just weekend acquaintances or weekday acquaintances, depending on
weekday acquaintances.
Hey, I was pulling bitches and the straight dudes weren't.
Hey, sir. At that time in life, you were straight, and either way, they were weekday acquaintances. All right, you ain't do shit with them.
I don't mean that, but it was more than that. It was more than what they were doing. Is my point. But that's what I mean. Is just like I regret not embracing the weirdness, and I regret not knowing how to be a good friend sooner. That's what I do regret. Because like for example, there's a guy that I hung out with, not gay, really. Sorry. I'm saying this was after college, and it was not a gay. Like we were really good friends during college, and I don't know. It's because we never lived together. We never did anything like that. So I wasn't sure how close we actually were. He invited me over. We drank. We got fucked up. We talked. We laughed. It was fun as shit. I ended up calling Derek to come pick me up. Like after the homie passed out, and I was supposed to stay over. We were gonna have pancakes the next morning, like do some fun shit. But I was like, oh wait, what if I like overstay my welcome? What if I nigga, I had a panic attack. So I called Derek and I went home.
Poor baby.
And I never explained myself because I didn't know how. Like I didn't know if it was appropriate to be like, yo, man, I had a panic attack, bro. And because again, I didn't want him to think I was weird. Not whatever, dude. And I doubt you ever watched this, bro, but you know who you are, and I'm sorry. We still cool.
He did the right thing. Get the fuck out. Forgot it there. You tuned in more. All right, shit.
No, like I said, it wasn't a gay experience. He was actually a homie, and
I don't care. Tune in, booty. Shit, nigga. Think up on that.
I mean, he was cute, I guess. I don't know. I never thought of him that way, but
fuck up out, nigga. Shit.
But that's what I mean. Those are the regrets that I have. Like little.
Better not take no shit in my toilet.
I didn't take a shit. So here's the other thing. Because I was so nervous, because I was always so nervous, like, and this is like this stayed with me until I was like 25, 26. So this is fairly recent. Like, I could not shit anywhere that was not a place I lived. Or a hotel room that I was like residing in by myself. Like, actually, like, I just couldn't fucking do it.
You won't let it out.
No.
Shit.
Like,
Yeah.
but for real though, like, that was some real shit. And again, it's so stupid. Like, when you actually think about it, like, I fucked up my whole fucking system just because I was nervous, just because I had like anxiety about shit and shit. Like, it was so dumb. It was so fucking dumb. That's what I'm saying. Like, that my regrets are things that like hindered me from just enjoying myself.
Nah. It's like Bear, he's not like Bear, did you meet the nice version of me freshman year? You did. Yeah. I started out nice. Really till like sophomore year.
Briefly, I think I got to know you in sophomore year though. So just when you started like crazy, I'm like, I knew you my things beforehand.
Yeah, my sophomore year just kind of took a turn because it was like, fuck y'all, I'm tired of this fucking school.
Took a whole turn. Why gotta be a me though? We in math. I'm struggling.
It's like,
Like, I was tired of school in like in a month. Like, I was done.
like, cause like freshman year for me, it just kind of felt like summer school. Like, it just went by quick.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of like by the time I got there and was like got used to being at our school, it was like over. But then by the time sophomore year started, like, fuck, man, I'm still with you niggas. Like, all right, well, shit, fuck all y'all. Plus, I told my mom she hates this, but I'm like, you know, our high school just made me more cynical. Like, I had to be sarcastic, because it's the only way to survive. Like, you got teachers who are like overly sarcastic and will talk shit about you. You got students who gonna do the same thing. So it's like you kind of need to know how to defend yourself and talk your shit. Like, yeah. So I wasn't about to be up there and just like let some shit happen to me. Fuck that.
Well, yeah, but like, so here's the thing, like, that was fucked up high school. Like, sophomore year for me actually went like quick as hell, and so did junior year. Sophomore, junior year went quick as shit for me. Freshman year, slow as fucking year. Swear to fucking God, like especially because I regret actually playing basketball. That's actually an actual because I had fucking Willis. Like, don't get me wrong, like, conditioning wise, my next season of cross country, I made varsity because I was conditioned. Like, he was good at fucking conditioning, not good at coaching basketball. Now, if you need a coach to get you in shape and like get like performance wise, just be able to run, nigga, that shit.
That nigga know his health is like physical health. Like, he know that shit. Like,
he does. Like, but basketball and actually understanding how to motivate people to
he's really good at that.
Like, he has no like social skills. Wait, what university you go to? You go to Howard?
Morehouse.
You went to Morehouse.
Morehouse. You always.
I'm convinced that all the niggas that have gone to Morehouse don't have social skills, and they don't know how to bring people up.
That's true.
Because every nigga from Morehouse I've ever met,
thank God,
they all act like him.
Shit, thank God.
But they all know their shit. It's silly.
Like, I spent so much time in high school avoiding as much as I possibly could. I didn't want to take his classes. I didn't want to I didn't want to walk by his office. I didn't want to be in this man's vicinity. Like,
No.
like, no, because then he could talk for hours. And be a moment where I actually had to regret something. If like the times where I'm got to stop by.
No, that's like, and people don't understand. That's an easy sucked up hour. Automatically.
He sucked up a whole day. Whole day.
This is when you were working at the school or what?
No, this is like, because I never did work at the school. This is when he found out I didn't get into Morehouse and that I didn't use him as a resource. And I didn't use him as a resource because he basically told me to fuck off. And I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't fucking with you because, like, I'm not like a fucking dog. I ain't got to come back to you after you even abuse me and some shit like that. And so, like, went off. And so he was pissed. So this nigga literally took me out of class the whole fucking day, right? Whole day. And so then, like, it got to the point that after school, I had to go back to class to take a spelling test. On this test, literally, once he found out, it was like in the morning, I had to miss lunch. It's like every
But here's
That's
the thing.
unfortunate.
Here's the thing about Willis. Here's the again. He has no fucking social skills.
No,
Like,
he does-
here's the thing.
Like good, like he he has good intention. It just be too fucking much.
He speaks too much, but he also, like, for example, like, and again, this is going back to basketball. There's a guy named Jimmy on the team. Shout out to you, Jimmy. Miss you, bro. And he, like, I didn't go to basketball practice during winter or during winter break because I was actually told by my doctor not to, because we were going through heart shit, trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong with my heart. Let this nigga know that. This nigga knew. Jimmy, he had to go to New York because his grandma was sick. So, of course, he wasn't there either. And there was somebody else, too. I don't know why he didn't go. But anyway, so, come back to school because, we have to. And, I'm like, I'm going to go to practice. I was like, fuck it. And this nigga, like, points, like, the three of us out. Like, he's like, you got to ask them for forgiveness and whatever. I was like, nigga, I was the only one going to practice on the weekends. It was me, Nick, and another nigga named Lewis. Like only three of us showed up to practice on weekends, and you try to throw me under the bus. I'm one of the niggas that was going to practice. I just didn't go during break because I was told not to. Which nigga, you knew? And I know I'm like HIPAA and shit, but you could have asked me if it would be okay to tell everybody. Like, it was so dumb. And I was just like, he wanted us to cry and shit. I was like, no, nigga, if y'all don't accept me back, I'll leave. I don't need to play this shit. I was doing this for fun. And the only reason you want my ass on the team is because I'm a fucking token. Because you want to be like, yeah, we got a Mexican on the team. Nah, nigga, I'm a light-skinned nigga. Like, you didn't have any diversity, nigga.
You a light-skinned rainbow. Let's get this correct.
Light-skinned rainbow. Mm-hmm.
All I could imagine is one of those, like those old rainbows on TV shows where it's like kind of faded, like undersaturated.
Yeah. And see, I had the exact opposite reaction because by the time I got there my freshman year, the basketball coach was the off-duty like cop or detective or whatever the fuck he was. They used to walk around with his fucking like handcuffs all the damn time, and they used to show him off like in practice, like, hey, if you don't act up and clean your act, this is where you're gonna end up at. And so like I didn't want to deal with him, and so plus he was like a shitty ass coach too, because it was like he had all these rules about what you could and couldn't wear to practice. It's like, bro, some our parents can't afford to go buy us like blue shorts. If they only can afford to buy red shorts because they've had these for 2 years, that's what we fucking wear. Like, I'm not going out to buy, like, have my mom buy me some shorts.
Nope.
Can't afford it. Like, I never had that issue, but still. And so, he would, a couple of times he would see me. He would always think that, like, oh yeah, you gonna come out and try basketball? I'm like, no, nigga, I'm not. I don't like you. Like, you don't motivate the team. Everybody hates it. Like, what the fuck I look like? And no, you over here like dropping, give me 15. Like, no, nigga, you do it. Shit.
Yeah, and that was the problem, is that he had too heavy of a focus on conditioning. Like, we didn't have plays down like that. He was like, well, winter break we got plays down. I was like, no, you didn't. I saw them running the plays during the game. The reason why we was losing is because they didn't understand what the fuck you were telling them to do. And also, you had the wrong niggas in the wrong like position.
It's like, Connie, I want you playing center. Like, nigga, I'm 4'11". Like, the fuck?
Compared to the niggas that these niggas was 6'12". Like, what the fuck was that supposed to do?
Here's the funny part. So they, like, for whatever reason, the division we were in for basketball leagues, they had us playing against like tall ass white.
Yeah, every fucking game, and the niggas over in our school were short that play basketball.
Who would go to like just play for fun and shit, or like not play for fun, but like the school spent time, money to make sure they went through like the whole process to play. And like our basketball team was just like, nah, that shit, we just kind of hear. Yeah. And
the other thing was like, because we lost a lot of games, and because we were shit because again we were conditioned. We were conditioned. We didn't have heart because we didn't care about this nigga. We cared about each other. But that was the thing, was just like, we weren't like dwelling on the fact that we lost because of the fact that like we enjoyed ourselves. And we knew there was no way for us to win those games. Again, they had teams full of niggas who are over 6 feet tall. And we have 5'4" niggas on the team. So how the fuck were we supposed to do that? Like, I was like, here's the thing. I'm 6'2".
Now,
and I'm the tallest nigga on the team. I'm me and one other dude, like me and Marshawn, and that was it. Oh, and Nick. Like we were the tallest niggas on the team, but none of us were tall enough for these dudes. And also these niggas was on like beef, like something like protein, and like I don't know what the fuck. Like these dudes were big fucking dudes. Like we were getting ran over by these white dudes. I was like, I kind of see why. Nope, can't say that here. Go check out the Patreon.
Patreon, bitch. Patreon. Patreon.
I don't know. I might keep that in just for shock value.
Patreon, nigga. At least you didn't say during Black History Month. Shit.
No, I'm more mindful than that. Damn. But for real though, like they were like, because I remember after one game was we went all the way to fucking Encino, and so it's a long ass drive, first of all, and then we all lost. We, like freshman, JV, and varsity, we all lost. Like, and they were like, none of y'all even sad. Just don't actually affect you. Blah blah blah. I was like, no, nigga. It is 9-10 o'clock at night, and I still have to go home and do homework. The fuck am I gonna be mad about this game for?
That's your one regret of our school. Going to our school.
Oh no, seriously, I regret trying so fucking hard. Because
at all.
because that was the thing, is I was aiming for like straight A's, which for the most part I got, until I actually had a 4.0 freshman year, and then sophomore year I got bored. And then I had a 3.5, and then I went back to a 4.0 junior year, and then senior year I gave up.
That last semester, senior year, I just gave up flex.
I couldn't.
My grades were good.
Yeah, CWS.
No, my grades were great, but
Yeah,
like
my grades were great.
I wasn't aiming for a 4.0 because I realized
I
it didn't matter.
Yeah,
Mediocrity was fine.
Mookies, you can really like transfer the confidence. Like Mookies, you really couldn't have all it. So like I could. I just.
Honestly,
I'm like, I'm carrying like a high 3, like 3.5, 3.6. So I was like, I'm in that range. I just don't want to go the extra. Like I know my mom's gonna watch this. Like, see, you could have went, and I'm like.
But here's the thing that I learned, and here's the thing that I learned now that I'm older, finished with school, masters. But what I'm trying to say is like that really doesn't fucking matter. What actually does matter is the shit that you actually learned. And just because you got a good grade doesn't mean you learned anything. It just means that you can regurgitate information. Yeah, it doesn't mean you can actually synthesize it. It doesn't mean shit, because there are so many people that have graduated from college, and you know who the fuck you are, that did not deserve the degree that they got.
Hey man, I paid all my. I didn't pay off no. My daddy made sure I had all the grades I deserved.
Well, I'm sure you just ate off modules.
Hey, my one regret, I will say my one regret is making sure I didn't make fun of the two of you enough. Like, just make sure the two, I kept you two at like right in the middle in terms of your ego. So it wouldn't go too damn high. Clearly, it worked with Bigger, obviously, but kind of your ego's a little too damn high. I need to bring you back down to earth. You need to be right in the middle. Like, I need to make sure you know your ass is just as normal as everybody else.
You don't understand like why my ego's so high now, right? It's because of all the milk.
Because you need all your Wheaties.
Nope, it's all the milk. Moo. Non-binary moo.
Non-binary move. That's too meta.
All types of milk is disgusting, man. If I go to your house and you drinking milk straight up, I know I've said before, fuck you, like you were a serial killer.
Oh my god!
Hey, hold on, check it out.
What's up, Derek? You said that.
That bitch ain't get
Stop it.
She was literally eating dry cereal and sipping milk that was straw. I was like, jail. Just not even jail. Go straight to hell. Just straight there. Have your own private room with all the cereal in a bowl with fucking with milk in the bowl too. Like fuck. Just like the people was like, oh yeah, I poured my milk before my cereal. It's just like, why? Why do you exist?
That is weird. I'm sorry. Like, I understand, like, as long as you remember the fucking bowl, I'm glad you do. But why pour the milk first? Like, that's not the most important part. You're not drinking milk and happen to have cereal. You're intentionally eating cereal. It's like you got this the wrong way, bro.
It's pretty cool.
I understand like adding a
Fuck
little
up.
extra cereal after you finish, and like, you know, that little extra milk that's in there, just add those through to balance the shit out. But man, don't be starting with your milk. That's a regret for me.
Serial killers, man. People who fuck around with milk like that, or just drink the head, like straight to the head. Like, no, nigga, you can't trust them people. No, them the type of people you need to sleep with one eye open. Like,
So Bear, so the other people don't regret here. What is on your not this list for today?
Why not this list for today?
What y'all big?
I don't really have much. Shut up. It is me.
Say what you trying to say.
Oh, me.
Have you played the that Elden Ring game, or because all I've seen is people play it, and I haven't actually watched it, but I have.
I've seen a lot of people play it. I wouldn't put that on my not this list. That game is pretty good. It's like Batman. You'll just sink hours into it and you'll be like, what? You look up and like 6 hours have passed and you're like, oh my God. So that's kind of like how it was for me. I was watching somebody play it and I'm just like, oh man, what's going on here? And then I look up and I'm like, wait, the sun's down. It's like, oh, I need to go find something else. Oh.
So
what put on my not this list? I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna put on my not this list. It kind of just comes naturally, usually. But let's see here. Well, I guess not this list is still gonna be like little Russian bullshit going on right now in Ukraine. That's on my not this list. I'll put that there. Although
we don't need
Ukraine's retaliations are hilarious. Ukraine has the best jokes I've ever seen on a country that's getting fired on. They're just like,
hey, might as well, right? What the fuck you got to lose?
I saw this video of this girl like showing people how to start a Russian tank.
Yes, like, yeah, put some gas in it. Man,
Like, she literally showed you how to turn the on, turn it up, and everything.
their firing squads are like legit. They're not even like actually fighting back. They're just shooting Russia in like on the internet.
At the time it's just recording, it's been 2 weeks since Russia invaded Ukraine, and they've only taken like 10% of Ukraine. Understand? Like, yeah, and they're like, their army is damn near depleted.
Just, man, I just absolutely love it. My not this list why it's just Russia in general, because I'm like, man, Putin, what is this? Putin, it don't work. It don't work. I really won't take this thing seriously, like seriously, until Putin comes in like riding on a bear. He's like, I'll finish the job. The army's started, because I mean that's the only way I see this ending. Like at some point.
Bear put some Miracle Grow on not this list, because that shit ain't working either.
It ain't gonna work.
Bear,
Yeah.
you want Putin coming in right
Bear,
on
you.
Not me. An actual other bear. What, bear?
Hey,
I think you should regret saying that. I now have the soundbite.
Yeah, sure.
you know, you about to make this still like
I'll
a
be chest
TikTok.
flexing and everything too, like.
Right. The next, my I'm gonna put out a regret right now because I'm gonna regret asking this. So, Mookies,
Fuck you, bitch.
what's your $1 million nigga scheme?
You know, we don't
It was very Russian.
actually a great idea, because it just requires us to be fucking phenomenal. Granted, it's gonna take a lot on the IT side because of your bitch ass county, but we're gonna take we're gonna call it Black People Laugh. It's basically an app that we're gonna cater videos to going to like Black people to help them laugh, because you know sometimes niggas had a stressful day, we need a fucking laugh, and it's not gonna be like shit that we gonna create. We're just gonna take videos from like clips from like movies, TV shows, commercials, 'cause some of them used to be funny too, and YouTube, and do the whole like comedy spiral. Now we only gonna charge like $3 a month for it, right? Because we get shit so many people have it and everything. Basically, you know, if you're really feeling it and you want to see some like Mario talk shit to, or Luigi talk shit to Mario about keep saving Peach, boom, we got you. Or like it's gonna be a new video every day though, so it ain't gonna be like whatever. You can rewatch it how many times within that day. Basically, you can just sit there and get as many videos as possible. Connie looks upset because he got work to do this time. They're gonna be the spokesperson.
Yeah. Also, licensing issues. That's the other
We
issue.
gonna cover that shit, nigga. That shit don't exist, okay? Shit
Okay.
don't exist. This is a scheme. This ain't no like corporate.
That's true. You're right. You're right. No, you're right. Actually, I had to remember what I was talking about.
Thank you.
I'm in, but I don't want to do all the work.
Fair.
Can't walk with it, I gotta
Fair.
get it. Like, we gotta get it off Steven's phone. Bear gonna be the face of it. Yeah. Cause you already know Bear got some good content too. Like that one nigga that used remember the videos, that one nigga that used to be in the forest talking about shit?
Yeah,
That
fucking
dude-
fries.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And I forgot about that too.
Iraq comments or whatever.
Yeah, he was like,
you can see they used to do like
in the
Mario
forest.
Luigi, and was like, this dude trying to get some bread from the girl. Yeah, like we don't have them video. Like we don't have like just random shit. We don't have Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, like all them people. Yep, it's gonna be randomly throughout the day. Like you just gonna get a video, boop, video, boom. Here's live, nigga. Chuckle.
yeah, I like. Okay, I'm actually in on this one. Sorry, my only notes is licensing, but it's a scheme. So you're right.
It's a scheme. What the fuck we like
You're right.
for? Like fuck.
You're absolutely right.
Paid. We get paid.
But you understand that Nintendo goes after niggas. Like, did you not learn for Soldier Boy?
Hey, bitches get played and slapped like iPods. That's all that matters.
Fuck. Okay, and on that note, if you didn't learn anything,
Ooh.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck Russia. Fuck Russian supporters. We love the Russian people though. That's not down for this war.
Yeah, fuck Russian bears.
Why do you want them to have sex with your cousins, huh?
I don't fuck with them niggas. Fuck them.
Nigga, this is my segment, not yours, bitch. Wait your motherfucking turn.
I'm sorry. I had to jump in. Said Russia.
Skid smart looking ass. Nigga, this shit.
You just jealous.
Rubber. Nigga, no.
I will flex.
I look good in my chocolate. Fuck Bear for interrupting me. Shit. With his Lego man looking ass. Shit.
only you,
Go to him.
only you can prevent.
All they can prevent bullshit in
Fuck
Russia.
you.
All right, child. Love you. Deuces.
Fuck you, bitch.
Bye.